Man, that was the toughest seal ever. Look at that thing. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So if you've been following my build recently on this Sport Cross, I dropped the transmission to do the rear main seal. So now that I've got the transmission out, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this thing up. This thing's got 18 years worth of grease and crap all over it. And after that, I'm gonna actually change the front and back seal. It's gonna be a quick video just doing those two things on it. And then once I'm done with that, I'm actually gonna show you guys how I'm gonna put this thing back in by myself in the garage. So stay tuned. So after the degrease and pressure clean on this baby, look how brand spanking new it looks compared to that oily mess I had before. You know, you got all the aluminum right now, which is mostly just oxidation on it, but the bell housing itself is a little bit shinier than the rest of the transmission. Got all the grease and dirt and everything out of everywhere. This thing had like grease inside the plugs and dirt and everything else inside the plug. So I got all that out. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna pull the seal out of the output shaft. I'm about to pull the torque converter out, and it's probably gonna leak some oil when I do that to change the seal between the torque converter and the input shaft. So we'll go ahead and do that now. So as far as seals go for this, I decided to go with aftermarket. This thing, I think I paid less than $10 for both of these shipped to my door. So this one is a SKF. I got it from Rock Auto, and it's basically just a copy of the knock one that comes with the car. So this one's made by TTO according to that symbol on there, and the part number on it looks like A650E. So that's the output shaft. This is the input shaft seal. So this one is a BECK and ARNLEY, and BECK and ARNLEY usually they usually just repackage actually OEM stuff. So I've heard people order this stuff and they actually got knock seals and other name brand seals that we get from the factory. This one doesn't really have any markings on it. It does look like a knock as far as the color and the design, but there's no markings on it to indicate whether it's a knock brand or any other OEM brand that we know of. But either way, I'm not investing too much in this transmission just because I know I'm going to convert to manual within the next year or so. So I just want to change these seals in case there's any leaks on them, and it was like $10 for just a little bit of insurance. Go ahead and pull this torque converter out. So you should be able to just pop it out. Just be prepared for oil to leak out of it. Ooh. All right. So we look in the input shaft here. You got the seal. It's got a lot of grease and crap all around it, kind of built up. And remember that inspection cover was missing on this for a while, so gathered all this grime and grease and sand in here from all that driving. So I'm going to clean that off with some brake parts cleaner now, just to get it cleaned up so I can reassemble this nice and cleanly. Remember, right now you're actually exposed to the inside of the transmission, so try not to get too much stuff inside there when you're cleaning yours out. Oh yeah, this baby cleans up really nicely with that brake parts cleaner. So I got everything nice and clean. The seal is nice and clean again. The OEM seal on here is a knock BH2634 Echo E. So that's the seal that it comes with. So now I'm gonna pull it out. Since this one, you have access to it without really messing up the shaft, I'm gonna try to get something in here and see if I can pry it out from the back. If not, I'll just go with my drill method where I drill the metal part here and I stick a screw in and pop it out, but I'll try like a pick or pry tool before I get to that part. So I found this little piece of metal and I just bent the ends to a little hook, which I can actually just tuck into here right behind the seal and then try to pull it out. It's pretty in there. Got the spring will seal out. All right, I think I want to try the drill method and my screw method. I'll go ahead and screw it or drill it. Just make sure you don't slip. So I was able to just wedge the block right here against the bell housing and then get some leverage on my hammer and just try to pop it out. There it goes, bam. So yeah, that guy comes out pretty easily there. So yeah, you see that seal, I had popped that spring earlier. So we'll go ahead and get the other one and kind of compare it and put it back in. Open this guy up. So yeah, the new seal is the orange material. So it's got the same TTO E584. So it's the same brand as that other seal I got, the SKF one, but it's made by the same company, TTO. So this one's, like I said earlier, that's the knock. So as far as the height, so it's the same height, obviously the same diameter if it's made for this. So everything looks the same as far as the build goes. We'll go ahead. What I'm gonna use is, I'm gonna use this 36mm deep socket that I had for my, taking off axles and stuff. It actually fits perfectly into here and it actually goes, it stops right before it gets flush. The only thing is maybe just put some lube. I just put some of that transmission fluid around the edge just to kind of get it into there. I should pack it right now since it's a little bit easier. So I'm gonna pack it with some molly grease that I've been packing my other seals with. Molly grease here, put a little bit on the inside lip. When we put the torque converter back in, it has something to ride on. So we'll go ahead and line this up. I just want to tap it in a little, get it started. So get it square, get your socket square right onto there, and just start tapping it in. When you mount the seal in there, you got to make sure when you're hammering in that you get it flush with that outer rim of the seat. You don't want to hammer it in too far where it's going to get inside or get stuck or not straight. Put the torque converter back in. Just kind of wipe this thing down. Get some of the grease and dirt off of it, the back of it. Just make sure the shaft is clean. Back in here. This thing has this part, so I don't know if it needs to line up inside or it just kind of sits in there. But we'll just see how it fits. There you go. Yeah, it bounced into place. I did lose a little bit of tranny fluid right there, so I gotta wipe that up. And we'll start on the back side now. So we'll pop this baby off back here. Wipe the excess crap from around here. So another knock seal. It's a B8-2051 Echo. So I'm gonna just go ahead and drill it out like I did the other side just to make my life easier. This is a method I know works. there so it gets a good grip. And then just pop it out with the, oh. Didn't work as well as I thought. Maybe I didn't get a good, yeah. Drill another hole in over here. Man, that was the toughest seal ever. Look at that thing. I knew it was gonna be a tough one, but I didn't think it was gonna be this bad where basically destroyed it. Just had to bend it to get a plier in there. Luckily, I didn't really damage anything in there. Most of this is just cosmetic out here, which doesn't really matter. This is just the kind of the shield for the input shaft. But yeah, I'm just gonna clean it up now and put the new seal in. Found this little piece of 1 1/4 inch. You probably, if you had a 1 1/2 inches, be better because you want to hit it. This one's like a little bit inside the seal. You want to hit it a little bit outside the seal just to get it. But since this one was kind of recessed, it probably needs to go in a little deeper. Evenly get all the sides in. So you guys look inside there, that's how it's supposed to look. At this particular one, it doesn't sit flush with the ring around it or the seat. It goes in pretty recessed, so that's about where I had found the OEM one that took me forever to get out. So I'm pretty confident that's gonna hold pretty well. And since this is mostly transmission fluid and it's probably not under high pressure on this end or on the other end, it shouldn't be a big problem with any leaks or anything. So pretty good here. Hey guys, thanks for sticking around all the way to the end of this video. As you can see, what I thought was going to be an easy seal replacement on at least the output side ended up being a lot more work than we thought it was going to be. I mean, that seal is in there and there's really no way to wedge it out without a proper seal tool. I think even the ones that they sell at Harbor Freight, which is like a big little hammer pry bar thing, it's not going to work. You're going to have to get that one. It's like a $15 one that kind of hooks around the lip of the seal, and then it has like a little spacer that you can pop it out, and that's probably the best way to pop that last one out on the back side. The front one was pretty easy. That one came off and came on pretty easily, as you can tell, so that wasn't a real big issue. It was really the back one, and then that one, yeah, once we hammered it in, it wasn't that bad either. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you found it useful, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for future episodes where I'm going to end up trying to put this in by myself. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.